How worried are you that this war in Iran is going to divert attention and even resources from Ukraine? After all, a lot of American-made weapons were being bought by the Europeans and then given to you. Are you worried that these weapons will now all be diverted to the war in Iran?
Yeah, of course, we have big risks. I think so. And of course, I think that we can have deficit with air defense, especially Pak 3, Pak 2, for Patriot systems, for defending our sky. And, after such difficult winter, such massive attacks using Iranian Shaheeds, by the way, 500 per day of Shaheeds, and dozens of ballistic missiles. And of course, for us, it's a very difficult, sensitive question. And of course, if the war will continue, of course, we will have deal with these challenges, and the challenges will only increase.
Do you have intelligence or any information about this report that the Russians are providing Iran with intelligence, specifically providing Iran with intelligence on where American troops are, where American assets are, so that the Iranians can strike and kill Americans?
First of all, Russia gave drones already, these Shaheeds. They are using Iranian licenses, that they built and produced a lot of drones. They gave them. I have 100% facts that that the Iranian regime used against American bases and against our Middle East and Middle East neighbors of Iran. They used these drones. We saw intelligence shared with us some details, and it was Russian details in these Iranian drones. This is the first. And the second point is my intelligence told me next that they think that they share intelligence with Iranian regime. They help them. And also, my intelligence told me that they said if Europe and the United States can help Ukraine with intelligence in this war, it means that Russia can help Iranian regime. This is their point of view on this. So it's a fact, and you see that it's not a big secret.
Now, you have been able to do something extraordinary. You've been asking for weapons from the West, but now you are providing weapons to the Gulf states and perhaps even to America, because Ukraine is very advanced in drone and anti-drone warfare. Will you be able to afford to continue to provide these kind of weapons to Saudi Arabia and the UAE and the U.S.?
So we've got messages from the United States. Also, I spoke with Emirates and Saudi, and we spoke also with Qatar and Jordan. And we understand what does it mean at the very beginning of the war when you are under big, massive attacks. We remember this. And I said that we, with Americans, we are partners. We are ready to help Americans, and we are ready to help also Middle East allies. So we are ready to help to save the lives of civilians. And I moved 3 big group of experts, military experts from our army, and they will help.
Do you worry, though, that you still have not been able to persuade President Trump, it seems to me, because he tweeted out saying, if America does not have enough weapons, it's because Joe Biden gave them all to Zelensky. And he compared you to P.T. Barnum. It does seem that President Trump still has some anger or resentment toward Ukraine and even toward you personally.
I don't know, Farid. Be honest, I'm looking just to the facts. So what Middle East countries and American bases, what they need now, just to be in more strong security. So they need interceptors. It's drone interceptors. These new technologies, it's our technologies. So President Biden, we are thankful to America and bipartisan support and to President Trump, but we never got drones interceptors from the United States. So we never asked. It's just new technologies. But we've got Patriot missiles, and we are thankful to America that we could get some missiles. But also at the same moment, I want to underline that Middle East partners had more missiles for Patriot than we've got from the United States and Europeans during all the war. They used more missiles. They used more than 800 Patriot missiles during first attack, during first 24, 36 hours. So more than we had during all the months. But when we speak how to close the sky, we gave what we had. And what our American friends, they don't have, or European friends, they don't have, such a big system of these experts. They have more other things, very strong things, but not this. And Middle East countries asked us exactly about this.
Let me ask you about the situation in between Russia and Ukraine, because the reports that I'm hearing from the ground are that Ukraine is now gaining territory for the first time in 2 years in the area around Zaporizhia. Can you tell us a little bit about this? And if so, what has changed that has allowed Ukraine to now start taking back some territory from Russia?
Russia prepared new big offensive operation, and they wanted to begin it at the end of last year and to continue it spring this year. And they prepared this operation. It was our counteroffensive steps, parallel steps. And so we wanted to do it, not to give possibility to Russia to attack us massively on the battlefield. So we began the operation at the end of the year, and we got back control on 434 kilometers. And it was a successful story, not only about the land, because you know that this is not about the land, it's more about people. And it's more about how to destroy the big offensive operation of Russia. So, and these steps been very successful. And it's all about, not only about our steps on the battlefield, it's also about our drone tactics, about our projects of drone operations. So Russia began to lose 35,000 people per month because of drones, because of FPVs and other drones which we use on the battlefields. It's not deep strikes. It's all about our forces, our army. So we prepared for the offensive operations, destroyed the operation, and destroyed so many Russian soldiers.
You mentioned recently that the Russians seem to have backed off from peace talks. The Americans suggested holding them in America. The Russians are saying they want them in Europe. Do you think this is a signal that the Russians now think maybe with the price of oil going up, maybe with America distracted in Iran, they don't need to even try to pretend that they're engaging in peace talks?
First of all, they never wanted. You know, it's my opinion. I'm sharing just my opinion. I know that my colleagues from the United States, and they sometimes have different view, but we are partners. I mean, we share very openly what we think about it. So Putin never wanted to stop the war. They've been afraid of steps of President Trump and pressure from America. That's why he played this game that he wants negotiation. And I'm still sure that America has to make big pressure on Putin. Otherwise, he will not negotiate. He wants only ultimatums from us that we have to withdraw from our territory, but he will not end with this. No, it's not enough for him. Of course, this situation in Iran gives him more money, and the process of taking off the sanctions, this new sanctions policy, also helpful for him personally. And that's why, of course, it gives more assurance to Putin that he can continue the war. And we will see. Now we are asking our partners from the United States that we have to fix the date of trilateral meeting. We always supported this format, supported President Trump and his team. Now the American side postponed because of Iran, postponed the meeting. But if we really want to stop the war, we need to meet. We need to meet on technical groups. We need to meet on the level of leaders. We need more pressure on Russia. If we will not do these steps, yes, we will not be closer to the peace.